chemtrails are the ones that I've recently turned on.
Yes.
That whole thing you talked about, the the air.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that would look at those things in the sky and go, what is that? What are they doing? Well, I talked to a pilot, and I asked a pilot about it, and he gave me a very simple explanation about how water going through those jet engines at a certain altitude with certain weather conditions, certain moisture.
Probably has like humidity, humidity conditions.
There's barometric pressure. There's all sorts of factors, but if it's the right factors, there's enough water in it, it'll create clouds. Like literally, jets create clouds. So all these people are like, man, they're making clouds. Well, that's what happens when jets fly through the fucking air. Like the idea that they would be like spraying cities, poisoning people. It's like, don't they live on the ground too?
Right.
Like they're spraying themselves.
They're spraying their families and stuff.
What do they have shots? They're taking shots so that they don't get.
Not to say that they don't experiment with weather, but the majority of the lines you see in the air are definitely.
There's legitimate concerns about like that HARP program, where they're fucking doing things to the ionosphere, and there's for sure they're experimenting with weather because we know that China has successfully created rain. They've done successful weather operations. So there are absolutely real conspiracies, but there's a lot of goofy ones, man. And the problem is, it's very difficult for people to, once they made a decision about something, like JFK, Oswald acted alone, and people just get that in their head, Oswald acted alone. It's very difficult for them to look at contrary evidence and take it into consideration. Like it's almost like there's a competition going on. They want their side to be right. And people have a real hard time. And our friend that we were talking about, the chemtrails, didn't want to. Like, we were having an argument with him where I was saying, "Listen, man, you don't know." Like you say, with the research that I've done, I'm like, "You're watching YouTube clips? Right. Is that what constitutes research these days?" And he was like convinced that chemtrails are real, and I'm like, that doesn't. They make no sense. And the other thing the pilot had that was a good point was like, he's a pilot. He's like, believe me, man, pilots would be talking about it.
Right.
Like, it wouldn't be like something that's that easy. You could just hire a guy to fucking spray every city in the world every day of the week, and they're gonna keep their mouth shut.
Plus, all these reporters that are like getting pissed off at like oil businesses for ripping off customers. What if you were getting sprayed with poison? Wouldn't that reporter be crazy?
Yeah.
Research reporter.
It's silly. It's silly. I think chemtrails are a silly one. Not to say they haven't sprayed people before. Not to say that there haven't been some experiments where they've sprayed, a certain bacteria or certain colds, over an area to see if they can get people sick.